Amazon rainforest is the biggest rainforest in the world, stretching over 5.5 million kilometers squared in 9 different countries. It is often referred to as the lungs of the world. Sadly, this amazing rainforest is being destroyed for lumber and agriculture. Different people are being affected in different ways. Today, we will be interviewing different stakeholders of the Amazon rainforest. Owen Crockett here from CBC News, Vancouver. I'm here in the Brazilian rainforest with a peasant named Mariana. So Mariana, where do you and your people live?
We are forced to live in shanty towns. It's practically like boxes stacked on top of each other.
Why do you and your people live there?
We are forced out of our homes and we have no choice.
How many Brazilian kids are abandoned on the streets of Brazil?
7 to 8 million of kids are abandoned on the streets.
How do you feel about being pushed out of the Amazon?
I feel it is unfair to be illegally pushed out of our home. We have been on this land for a very long time. And now we have to get pushed out of it.
There you have it, the peasant. I am now joined with an indigenous person named Alondra. Interesting that Alondra means defender of mankind. So Alondra, what things does the Amazon provide for you and your people?
The Amazon provides food, water, shelter, and medication.
How long have you and your people lived in the Amazon for?
We have lived here for thousands of years.
How does deforestation affect you and your people?
Our people are being pushed out of the Amazon. We don't have the skills to thrive in the city.
If all of the Amazon was destroyed, what would you and your people do?
We would not be able to live. All of our basic needs are in the Amazon. We could not survive in the city.
And that was an indigenous person named Alondra. And now I'm joined with an environmentalist named Sarah. So Sarah, how much land is being destroyed every day?
Well, Owen, every day 430,000 hectares are destroyed.
What is potentially being lost in the Amazon's destruction every day?
When we're destroying the Amazon, there are potential medicines being destroyed. Some may be even able to cure cancer. We're destroying our future.
How are you helping the animals of the Amazon?
We're creating reserves where animals can live freely.
What would you do if the Amazon rainforest was completely destroyed?
There wouldn't be much we could do. We would have to try to resoil and plant trees. It could never be the same as it is now.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
I am now joined by the president of New Future Mines Company, Doug. So Doug, how are you helping some of the people in Brazil?
Well, the mines in the Brazilian rainforest help create a lot of jobs for the people of Brazil.
What would happen if there were no multinational companies working in Brazil?
Well, unemployment would be extremely high. I'm really not sure what most of the people would do for work if we weren't here.
What impact do your companies have on the Brazilian government?
Well, the Brazilian government has a serious debt issue, and the millions and millions of dollars that our companies bring to the country help keep the government a little less in debt.
You've argued all the good things about destroying the rainforest, but what are some of the disadvantages of destroying our forest?
Well, some people would say that the Brazilian rainforest is really important to the earth, to the world, because it may actually offer 50% of the oxygen that we breathe. Some people call it the rainforest the lungs of the earth. Well, other people will say that there might even be a cure for cancer in the Brazilian rainforest. But to be brutally honest, that's not my concern. My concern is my shareholders and that our company makes as much money as we can.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Now I am joined by a government official named Mr. Ritchie. So Mr. Ritchie, why are you guys cutting down the rainforest?
Well, we're providing jobs for the Brazilian people as well as lumber for the houses.
What are you going to use all this space for?
Well, we're going to farm, we're going to have cattle, we're going to grow coffee beans, but we are the largest cattle producer in the world.
Yeah. Why do you need to cut down all these trees?
Well, Brazil has to borrow billions of dollars from private banks. We owe lots of money to different countries. In order to pay for that, for our debt, we have to make money. So Brazil has lumber that we make more money off of.
Do you feel developing the rainforest is a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, I wouldn't say developing the rainforest is a great idea, but it's providing lots of jobs for people to make money, especially the people that live like peasants. 17% of the people in Brazil are not very wealthy, they're poor. Developing the rainforest is more beneficial than leaving it alone, leaving the people with no jobs or no hope for the future.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it, folks. Is the destruction of the Amazon a good thing or a bad thing? In the near future, people will be able to have jobs and make money. But if all of the Amazon is destroyed, we will lose 50% of the world's oxygen. My plan for the Amazon is to raise money to donate to environmentalists to help the Amazon. After talking with all these other groups, I've decided to make a difference. It isn't Brazil's problem, it's the world's problem. We all need to act now before it's too late. Now, Owen Crockett signing off. Do you know what's happening in the destruction of the rainforest?
Yes, it's kind of like a problem from a long, long time ago. Like even when the Portuguese came to our country, so everything started over there because even the native people over there, they don't destroy them. They cultivate.
Yeah, they used to work with the forest, so they used to produce their food without destroying the forest. And then when the white people came, that's when it started to be destroyed. And these days, I know the main reason why the Amazon is being destroyed is because they need space to have like cows and have like to produce food for us. Like, yeah.
And they also take the trees to build furniture, papers, and there's like a lot of other things to do over there.
Yeah, latex they use to erasers and yeah, all of that. And it's sad because it's a huge part of our culture. It's a huge part of our country, and it's also important as
for all the world. Because
yeah,
there's so many lives over there. There's like all these small species that we even don't know about it. And sad, there's like a lot of species that in station.
There are a lot of species that is dying because of the destruction of the forest, and there is anywhere else in the world but there. So that's really sad.
How do you feel about the destruction of the rainforest?
I think we are losing history. We are losing not just from Brazilians but all the world, because there is like there's trees over there, and there is like all these things that animals and people who live there. There's like all these different cultures and all kinds of things. They're so interesting, and I think it's more important than you think to study another planet. I think first we should study our planet.
Yeah, we should take care of what we have instead of going find. We have like all we need in here. We just need to take care of it. So yeah.